story. The Shepherd and the Crow. Once upon a time, in a green valley, there lived a kind shepherd. He had a farm with 1,000 white sheep. Every morning he led his flock to the meadows, and every evening he brought them back to the pen. The sheep went ba, ba, all day long, filling the farm with cheerful sounds. The shepherd and his children cared for the sheep as if they were dear friends. On a high rocky cliff nearby lived a mighty eagle. With its wide wings and sharp eyes, the eagle often perched on the rocks, watching the flock below. On a small tree along the hillside, there lived a black crow. The crow was not as strong as the eagle. It just flew around and sometimes came down to drink water from the sheep's trough. And so, the shepherd, the sheep, the eagle, and the crow lived together in peace for a long time. One morning the sky echoed with a loud rushing sound. The eagle dived down from the cliff like an arrow. In just a blink, it caught a little lamb with its strong talons and carried it away. The flock scattered in fear, bleating, "Bah! Bah!" loudly. The crow was amazed. It thought, "Wow, the eagle is incredible. Just one dive and it caught a fat sheep. If I could do that, I would have a delicious feast." The crow was curious and had often heard that mutton was very tasty. Now, it wanted to try catching one for itself. The next day, when the shepherd went farther away and no one was watching the flock, the crow saw its chance. It puffed out its chest, flapped its wings, and cried, "Caw, caw," fiercely, trying to look as brave as the eagle. Then it swooped down toward a big sheep that was quietly eating grass. But things didn't go as planned. The sheep's wool was thick and curly. When the crow's claws grabbed onto it, instead of lifting the sheep, its talons got stuck in the wool. The harder the crow pulled, the more tangled it became. It flapped its wings wildly, but it just couldn't take off. The crow panicked. "Oh no! Why is this so hard? Why can't I do it like the eagle?" Time passed and the sun began to set. When the shepherd came back, he was surprised to see a sheep calmly eating, while a crow struggled desperately on its back, flapping in vain. The shepherd laughed out loud. "Ha ha! So you were trying to be an eagle, huh? How foolish." He walked over and gently freed the crow. But by then, its feathers were all messy and broken. Shaking his head, the shepherd plucked away the tangled feathers and carried the crow home. That evening, when his children saw the poor crow with almost no feathers left, they giggled and asked, "Daddy, what kind of bird is this? It looks so funny." The father smiled and replied, "This is just a plain black crow, but it thought it could be an eagle." From that day on, the crow never tried to copy the eagle again. It finally understood that every creature has its own strengths. A crow could not do great things like an eagle. It was better to live according to its own ability. Moral of the story: the tale of the shepherd and the crow teaches us that before doing anything, we must know our own strengths and limits. If we think too highly of ourselves without knowing our true ability, we might end up as a joke to others. Work hard, but always remember who you are and what you can truly do.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more interesting content.